Welcome to VINDAL'S concept. Today, we want to learn bearing. When we talk about bearing, we are talking about specifically angles. Every other definition mathematicians has given about bearing is just for its formality. Bearing is how to measure an angle, and most of the times, because of its application in finding direction. But today we want to focus on its application on how to use it to solve a problem. All right? In this bearing, I want us to know that we have two branches of bearing, like we call compass bearing, and we have three-digit bearing. All right? These are two ways you can represent a bearing. Now, the first one, which is called compass bearing. In this compass bearing, we are going to use the 4 cardinal points, and we'll measure from the north and the south, depending on the direction you want to go. I have this like a cardinal point. From this cardinal point, we have this is north, and this is south. This is east, and this is west. So these are the 4 cardinal points. Now, if you want to measure angle 40 degrees, now you should have to ask yourself, 40 degrees in which direction? Is it northeast? Or is it southeast? Or is it southwest? Or is it northwest? You see? So it is always measured from either the north or the south, depending on where the direction is. For example, if I take this direction, and this direction is definitely going to be from the north going down, I say 50 degrees. Therefore, this angle now is going to be, this angle, which is this 50, is going to be north 50 degree east. All right? Because I started from the north and moved this way. Why this one in this direction? Let's assume it is also 50. I'm going to have 50 degrees, which is going to be north 50 degrees west, which is northwest. But if I have, sorry, this should be north 50 degrees east. Then this one is from here. Let's assume if I call this place 40, it's going to be 40 southeast. This is because it's starting from the south more. Then if I have anything here, let's say 30 degrees, you see that it's going this way too. It's going to be south 30 degrees west. So you see, it is always from the north to this direction for northeast, or from the north to this direction, northwest, or from the north or from the south, this direction, southeast, from the south, this direction, southwest. It does not start from the east, neither does it start from the west. It starts from north and south and moves in the direction depending on what you are given. All right? But that does not mean that the angles we measure here is different from the angles we are going to measure in 3-digit bearing. Now, how then do we use the 3-digit bearing? I'm going to show you how we use the 3-digit bearing, then we do the comparison. Now, let's assume find 140 degrees. This is 3 digits. 140. It's 3 digits. Look at how you do that. In a 3-digit bearing, you only start from one direction, and that is only the north. The north, and you must move in this direction, in a clockwise direction. So 140 is going to be from the north. I'll measure. Remember, this is 90. I have to enter somewhere here. So this is 140 degrees. Now remember, this is the east, this is the west, and this is the south. So if I remove this is 140 degrees, which is 3-digit bearing. I have to start from the north and measure the angle which is given before I get it. But this is the same thing as saying, if I want to measure it using the compass bearing, I'm going to start from the south and measure. So this is from here to here is 90, right? 90 degree. What will I add to 90 to give me 140? And that is going to be 50. So this place is 50 degrees. So from the north to this side is 90 degree. Then from here to here is 50. So this plus this will give me a total of 140 from here to here. All right? But this is the same thing as saying southeast, 40 degrees. All right? Because if I'm doing compass bearing, I'm going to start from the south and measure it towards the east. Because it is always from the south and measure towards the east. So I'll have this, which is south 40 degrees east. Therefore, I'm going to say that angle 140 degree is the same thing as south 40 degree east. This is 3-digit bearing, while this is the compass bearing. Sometimes they call this engineering method. Whatever you want to call it, the two of them must give you the same result. There is no need to panic. Any of them, you know very well, you apply it, you are going to get your answer. Let's solve one problem. Looking at this one, we are going to convert one of the example one, worked example. Convert north 60 degree east to a 3-digit bearing. But then you first have to do this because 3-digit bearing, which we want to convert it to, must start from the north and move in the clockwise direction. Remember, it must move in this direction. So I'm going to do this. I have made my 60 degrees. So it's still going to be the same thing, but then it's going to be 060 degrees. This is 3-digit bearing. So is it going to be, let's continue so that you understand better. Now we said express the true bearing of this. This is already in 3-digit bearing, but they want me to convert 250 degrees to 250 degrees is to be converted to a compass bearing or 3-digit bearing. How do we do that? Compass bearing. The principle is very simple. This is the north. Good. I'm going to measure angle 250 degrees. From the north, I will move this direction. So I'm going to move 90, 180, then somewhere here is going to be 250 because this is from here to here is 90 degrees. From here to here is another 90 degrees, which is 180. Then if I reach here now, this place is where 270 degrees is. So I won't reach here because I'm looking for 250. So I will stop somewhere here. Good. So as I stopped here, it means that from here now to this place is 180 degrees. So what will I add to 180 degrees to get 250? So it's going to be 70. So this is going to be 70 degrees. All right. So 70 degree plus 90 is going to be 180 plus 70, which is going to give me 250 degrees. Now, this is the south, of course, and the south in this direction means this is west. So it's going to be south 70 degree west. So the answer is going to be 250 degrees is going to be south 70 degrees west. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but then if you can still ask a question because 90, 70 is 250. So I have to make another one 70 degree, which is equal to this. So the bearing of a point A from a point B is 042 degrees. Calculate the bearing of B from A. Simple. There is a from. It is from B, right? A is from B. So I'm going to start on B because B is the from. So this is point B, and I must draw my cardinal point. This is B. This is point B. And point B is 42 degrees. 42 degrees is going to be here. So this is 42 degrees. Now, to a point, any point I get to, I will draw my cardinal point. This is point B. B is just this point. All right? This point is point B. And this is point A. All right? So there is something that happened when it got to point A from B. So this is 42 degrees. And this place is going to be 42 degrees because of alternate. This alternate. So from B alternate, from B 42 degree gets to this place 42 degrees. So now let's continue. It said calculate the bearing of B from A. Now, for you to be able to get the bearing of B from A, you need to then measure. This is south, this is north, abi? Then from here to here is how many? What is the angle? From here, from this south to this line that joined B is 42 degrees. Therefore, bearing of B from A is south 42 degree west, because this is west. Or it can also be, if I want to convert this to 3-digit bearing, what do? I will start from the north. This is 180 plus 240. 180 plus 42, sorry, not 240. 180 plus 42, this is 2. This is 2, right? 12, right? To carry 1, put 2. So 2, 2, 2. Or it's going to be 2, sorry. It's going to be 2, 2, 2 degrees. So it's either 42 south, 42 west. It is the bearing of B from A. Or you have it 2, 2, 2. That is how to solve it. I'm going to solve one more WAEC question before I call it a day. Then subsequent times, more problems will be coming. But please don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment. Okay, from this question, y is 60 kg, 60 km, kilometer away from x. If this is point x, then y will be somewhere on the bearing of 135. So this is x. Y is going to be, I'm going to measure 135. And out of this 135, so this is 135 degrees, then to a point, to a point called y. All right? So another thing happens, and this is 60 kilometer. Then z is 80 kilometer away from x on a bearing of 225. So another point is coming from the same x. So whenever there are two angles coming from the same point x, you subtract. So I'm going to have another one here. Yes. This is 225. Now if I have 225 minus 135, 0, okay, 9. Yes, 22 minus 13 is 9. So the angle here is 90 degrees. That is from here to here is 90 degrees. Because from here all the way to there is 225. Then from here to here is 135. So 225 minus 135 is 90 degrees left here. And this is the point called point Z. That simply means that this place is 45 and this is 45. So I'm going to join this point. So I have joined this point. Now, this is that distance called small n. Now, if this is 80 kilometer, because they say that from N to Z is 80, we said Z is 80 kilometer away from X. So this is how it is. So this is a right angle triangle. This is a sketching. So what do? I am going to use Pythagoras theorem, because whenever you have a right angle triangle, you must apply Pythagoras theorem. So I'm going to say that N square is equal to 80 squared plus 60 squared. So N square is going to be 8 plus 80 is 6,400 plus 6 square is 3600. So I'll have 6400 plus 3600, which is N is equal to square root of 10,000. N is 10 kilometer. So N is 10 kilometer. Now the next question they say is the bearing of Z from Y. The bearing of Z from Y. That means what angle from here to here? That is the angle I'm looking for. The angle from here, from this north, all the way to the line that joins Z. From Y, I will measure from the north of the point of Y and then measure until I get to the line that join the point Z. That will be the bearing of Y from Z. So let's find it. How do I get that? I can only get that because I know that this place is, for this to be 90, means that this place is 45 and this is 45. Not every time you see 90 that place will be 45, this place is 45. It's just because I know that 180 minus 135 will be 45 here. Then also 180 plus 45 will give me 225. So that is why I have 45 here. I have 45 here. So if this is 45, everything here is 90 degrees. So this is going to be 45 as well. Then if this is 45, everything here is going to be 45. And everything here is going to be 45. Now, what I need to do is first, this particular one, this angle here, I don't know this angle. Also the same thing with this angle. So this alpha and this alpha are the same thing because they are alternate. Now, I still don't know this angle. I need to be this is a technical work. What I need to do is 45 saying this angle now, everything from here to here, everything from this line to this place, from here to here, is the same thing as 45 because they are alternate. But then I have to find what this theta is. Then minus 45, minus this theta from 45 to get this. If I get here, I can get this place. If I get this place, I can get the bearing of Z from Y. Now, but then this is supposed to be 100, right? So, and this is going to be 100. So this is the same thing as 0.6. So I'm going to say theta is going to be sine inverse of 0.6. Therefore, second function, shift sine 0.6 is given as 38, that is 36.7, no, 36.9 degrees. So that is the angle, theta. So if I have 36.9 degree here, so what should I do next? I'm going to say that from here, I'm going to say that alpha is equal to 45 minus 36.9. So alpha is going to be 45 minus 36.9. So it's 8.1 degrees. So if alpha is 8.1 degree, of course, it's a very small angle. Then I'm going to say that this is from here to here. From here to here is 180 degrees, all right? Now, from here all the way to this place is 90 degrees. So 90 minus 8.1 degrees is 81.9 degrees. So the bearing of Z from this Y is going to be from here. So that is 180 plus 81.9. Therefore, this answer is going to be 180 plus 81.9. And this is going to be 261.9 degrees. Why the distance of Z from Y is going to be 100 kilometers. Thank you for watching till the end. Remember to subscribe, follow, share, and like, as the case may be, and remember that mathematics is fun and it has a lot of applications in industries. Thank you.